Beware of groupthink. So sometimes when a group of people get together, the individuals in that group, because they want to adhere to the common consensus of the group, and because they're afraid of potentially being kicked out of the group, what can happen is the integrity and values and just the ability to critically think amongst the members of such group can start to falter. Um, and this can be seen in all different types of groups and organizations. It can be seen in families, it can be seen in businesses, it can be seen in organized religions, it could be online group Reddit threads, or it could be any kind of club you might be in. It could be just like a friend group. There's any kind of example of a group of people can create this effect of groupthink. And not only can it, but it's something to be vigilant about. It's something to be to reflect on, to be self-aware of. Because if you're not, it's likely that you will succumb to at least some level of groupthink if you are part of some sort of group. And just about everybody is part of some sort of group. So basically, you could have just like it could be like a company, right? And you have a group of people together, and you might be in a meeting, and you might have an idea. Maybe it's a great idea, but is it an idea that kind of goes with the flow of everybody else's ideas? Is it against the grain at all? Well, you may feel inclined to keep it to yourself because you may be afraid of being ostracized in the group or from the group. And what this does is it makes the organization or the group, the company, pass up a potentially great idea. Now, you could just say, "Screw it! I'm going to say the idea, whether they like it or not," and it either go one of two ways. It could go the direction of they think the idea is terrible and they all judge me or whatever, or it could go the direction of they decide to take a chance on it. Maybe it's against the grain, but somebody might like the idea. But the thing is there's a chilling effect on the people who may like the idea because they themselves are part of the group. And if they like the idea, now they are at risk of being ostracized. So the likelihood of people approving of the idea is low because of the groupthink effect. However, some groups, you can really tell the level of consciousness in the individuals of a group, at least generally speaking on average, by how much groupthink there is. Because if you have a group of highly conscious people who are self-vigilant and aware of the effects of groupthink in the external world and in your own life and mind, then there will be less likelihood. Then in that sort of group, you'll be more likely to have somebody who will take a chance on a different idea, on a different way of thinking. That's a good group of people to be surrounded by. And then you have other groups of people that are much less conscious and less self-aware of the groupthink effect, and they're all going to be victims of that groupthink effect, right? So when you notice a lot of groupthink going on, well, the first step is to understand what groupthink is. and to the second step is to be self-vigilant against groupthink, and then and more aware of it. And then the third step is to surround yourself with highly conscious people to mitigate the groupthink effect. And like I said, this can happen anywhere. This can happen in families. Maybe you have an opinion you're afraid to say. It's against the group. And this can happen in organized religion. It can happen just in a society. It can happen in politics, in a political party, in an administration. It can happen anywhere where there's a group of people. And see, what happens is that when you got a group of people and one person is sacrificing their good ideas for the group, the way the group is thinking, now a good idea was just passed up. Now another guy does that too, and then now the whole group is basically settling for not so for mediocre or worse ideas. And that can drive a company to make really stupid decisions. They could be decisions that are stupid for itself, or it could be stupid for society, because they're not really thinking intelligently or independently or critically, because they're all sacrificing their individuality for the common basically for a common group goal that is simple enough for everybody to agree. So it waters it down. It waters down the potential of a group, because everybody is sacrificing the good stuff for the simple stuff that everybody will agree with. And that kind of veers off the potential of a group. A group can have a lot of potential when you put a lot of minds together, but when they're all crippled by just trying to please each other, then it just doesn't go in a forward trajectory with the potential of that group. It starts to veer off and just become kind of a mess. So, and also when we're people pleasing a lot, and that's a motivation in the way that we act and think in a group, then that's also a breeding ground for corruption. Because if you're sacrificing your own individuality and integrity to please a group, then what else are you going to do to please the group? And when everybody's getting corrupt like that, then there's a lot of self-dealing going on, and there's a lot of just not good behavior. Nobody's being truthful. Nobody's being sincere. Everybody's just trying to keep the illusion going that we're a cohesive group and we're all doing the right thing and we're all patting each other on the back. And it's just delusion. So yeah, just be very careful for groupthink. If you like this video, then please hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe. If you have anything you want to say, then please comment down below. And if you know anybody who might like this, then please share it. And if you want to get notifications whenever I drop new content, then hit that little bell button. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.